to see how long you can go without
saying see you next Tuesday.
Are you?
That's apparently such a big issue.
Are you saying it in your head and shit?
No, right now?
No, like just in general. Just is that how you're coping?
No, I'm just on this podcast.
Oh, you're
my everyday life. I don't give a shit.
You do drop the C-bombs though.
It's a good word.
It's. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. Obviously, like...
Yeah, but you and Ruby fucked with me the other day about it. Well, that one podcast, you fucked with me. So now I'm all, like, in my head worried about, like, do I say it too much? Like,
you're being self-conscious about it.
Yeah, I am being self-conscious about it. I'm bumming myself out about it. I'm like, maybe I do say it too much.
You say it... I mean...
Let's get to the bottom of it right now. I think it's hilarious. That's why I fucking say it.
I do too. Personally, I have no issue.
I think it's the funniest word in like the world. And half the time, I don't even use it to degrade women. I do it to. I call dudes it more often.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Like I rarely use it in a degrading way.
No.
Like it's always like a term of endearment.
Yeah. Or inanimate objects.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Or like when my dog won't get off the couch.
About be quiet. Shh. Facebook's
here. Yeah, that's creepy as shit. All right.
I'm still wigged out about that.
Dude, all right. So
like it wasn't already common knowledge, but I don't know why I took that article for that and go, oh no.
Like we were prepping for the show. And we were reading about Facebook doing some, the creepy shit, like sharing all your information with these, just everything. And like the company they're tying this to is like doing this for the Trump campaign, right, or something like that. First off,
yeah, for the Trumps,
that was like I forget. Oh shit! What the hell is that thing called? Started with an A, but they were selling third-party information or something like that.
Yeah, to Russia.
Yeah,
is what I've been. I mean, I remember hearing about this back around the election, and like nothing really came about it. So I think that is what he's testifying about is about this shit.
Then it comes out they're fucking like storing text.
Again, we don't fact check. So.
No. Then the shit we were reading was about them storing like text and phone information, like specific, like calls to their parents and like girlfriends and shit. Other
self-admittedly, I didn't know. I didn't know it was that crazy.
No, they were only mentioning Android, so I don't know if that was touching Apple.
Yeah, I know they did only. The phone calls and text messages maybe, but I bet Google apps, I'm sure they're getting Android users, iPhone users. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
And then as I was walking out the door to go use the restroom before we started this,
that could also be, not to cut you off, they might be mentioning Android users because Androids are open source.
True.
Why you can go in there and shut it off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they didn't even mention iPhone, so it's probably something to only do with. I don't know. But yeah, as you were leaving, we were talking about something.
We brought up Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, and out of nowhere, like what were you on Facebook?
Yeah,
scrolling through Facebook,
you mindlessly do because you're idle, and when any of us are idle now, we just get on our phones and start scrolling.
Yes.
And then
play you tune out.
Scroll down a few spots, and here's some suggested article about Brian Wilson wants to get the Beach Boys back together or something. I didn't read it, but it was still the fact that I was like, oh look, Brian Wilson. He was just mentioned in the room. Now I just want to do I shut my phone off all the time now? You know what I mean? Because like that was no text message.
No,
we said that to each other out loud.
No, that was like
privately.
Does Facebook have permission to,
use your fucking mic in your phone? What the fuck?
Absolutely. Because you need to take a picture or record a video. It's like, oh, well, I guess. Well, Now they know I like Brian Wilson.
It's weird. It didn't come up on your phone.
Uh,
We were eating
'cause it-
candy, and then you got a candy ad.
yeah. Yeah, I mentioned candy, and then they asked me about Nutter Butters.
Or we're just going nuts.
That's it. It could
And-
be
and we're
totally
just-
just
we're just-
coincidence.
But maybe.
But maybe but that's scary because I know they are. Most likely.
It's wild.
And like Amazon's just taking over my life. Like I have there's things called dash buttons now.
They're taking over the world.
Fuck yeah, they are. Can't wait to get my Amazon implant.
By the way, I didn't read into it, but I heard Toys R Us are not even going to go through with their liquidation sale. They're backing out of it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if they're waiting to do it or what. Like,
I thought they were delaying it because their founder or something died.
oh, that's right, he did die.
Yeah,
Maybe that
that's
is why.
sad. Like you
Poor timing.
lived long enough to watch it fucking tank. You couldn't have died 6 months ago. Like when we were just in trouble.
They had a good Christmas season, from what I read. That
Really?
their numbers, yeah, they made a lot of money for the holiday season, but apparently it wasn't enough.
Well, everything there is expensive. Like I didn't buy shit there.
No one buys shit there anymore. You can do it all online.
Fuck yeah, through
I mean-
Amazon.
Maybe Amazon is becoming the new evil, but it's sure as fuck way more convenient.
It's gonna supply a lot of jobs. You know, when they
Yeah,
start
definitely.
start upping hubs, then you have they're buying their own planes.
Yeah.
They're buying their own delivery trucks now.
And you have to understand that even though Walmart's super convenient and it's super, it's cheap, there's only so much you can get there. You know what I mean? Walmart's not, they get something that's popular, they're not going to get a variety of it. As to where Amazon, you can go
You can
find
get
the
everything.
exact detailed thing that you want that you're not going to find. You might not find at Walmart. Just
Oh,
because
absolutely.
they
Like
get one kind of house phone, we'll say, and they'll order like 5 skids of them. You know
mhm.
what I mean? It's to where you can go on Amazon like, well, I don't want this one.
Yeah,
You know, I
they work with third-party sellers.
right. Yeah,
I like that. Even when they work with third-party sellers, they hold them to a standard.
they do.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, you get that shit to them in fucking 2 days, or you're not involved with our Prime shit anymore.
Yeah.
We're not going to recommend you. You're
Yeah.
not the fucking Amazon choice anymore. So now you got quality products coming out at a fucking fast pace for a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you take over the world.
Yeah,
Now you're buying a fleet of planes and your own delivery trucks.
sure.
That's how you destroy a UPS and a FedEx.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
advise that someone merge with fucking Walmart quick
now Amazon, they're partnered with you guys though
right now
right now.
when they don't need us anymore.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be an issue.
Well, do you ever think like they might put you under? But of course, it's the mail, so you have to have someone deliver the mail.
Yeah, it's true. But
So I guess maybe
there's going
not
to be
as,
less of a need for us because everything's digital now.
Yeah,
We're primarily a parcel service anyway.
I don't know.
What?
What fuckheads?
Well, fuck.
Amazon. No, but I definitely thinking back to what you just said. UPS and FedEx definitely.
Oh
should
yeah,
be
they're done.
real worried.
There should be like a merger somewhere. Cause like you're gonna have to get bigger to even like compete with them.
FedEx fucking sucks, anyways.
Oh, they're
I hate when anything's delivered. I get anything delivered from FedEx. It's the worst. It ends up taking like 5 days longer than it was originally supposed to.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's
If it gets there.
If it gets there, they lost it. It's every time.
It looks like it's been mashed.
Yeah. Were they fucking playing football with it, or
Pretty
what?
much. They're gross. That's why you're losing.
That's true. I always liked UPS.
UPS is pretty good. But, like, we take, like, I don't know what's going on in the goddamn facilities, but, like, I see so many mashed boxes, but never one from Amazon. I have no idea how that's possible. With they're like 50% of the package delivery, and like, how are you not mashing shit?
I think it's probably just they're more into quality.
Must
Maybe
be.
they're paying better. You might not be paying. I mean, of
I
course,
heard they're slave drivers, but like
Amazon.
they'd have to pay well.
I know they pay their warehouse workers decent,
Really?
12 or something an hour. That's to get hired off the street. That's pretty good. I'm sure it's not capped there either.
No, probably well, non-union though.
Yeah, but they probably have some kind of raise system.
Most likely, they'd almost have to.
Yeah, right.
But,
'Cause you're not
but
gonna
like,
you're gonna have a high turnover rate if you just be like
I bet that
12. That's it.
I know they have a high turnover rate for fucking like truck drivers.
The Amazon people.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! Like I see a different one all the time in the morning. Like
You
no.
know, yeah, they're stressed because I'm sure they're just like get it there, get it there, get it there.
Oh, this dude told
until
me that-
finally someone's just like, fuck this.
Someone told me that his boss reamed his asshole for fucking being like 10 minutes late once. Like to drop off like a pallet somewhere.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Like he got fucking like chewed the fuck out. That's fucking like that's some slave driver shit.
It is.
Like listen, the more you pay me, the higher my bullshit tolerance is gonna be. But like for that level, like you're gonna have to give me like $17.
Yeah, if it's low, do you want me to put up with shit?
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
No way.
Oh shit. Alright, sorry, we're back. We had to take a break. Ruby and like a bunch of wild animals came in.
Literally 14 dogs came in.
Like all 19 of them. Like we looked at each other the other day and we realized that the people to dog ratio in this house is like way the fuck off.
Way off.
Like real bad. Like 4 people.
4 to 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like ooh. Like I voluntarily took in these extra mouths.
It's like that at my aunt and uncle's house. Actually, I think it's 3 for 3.
Really?
I think there's 3 dogs and 3 people there. Because my
God.
cousin and her friend moved out.
My mom has 6.
Wow, 6 dogs.
Yeah.
Holy shit! And it's just her and your stepdad, right?
Yeah, no. I think my brother might stay there like sometimes, but he has his own apartment, and when he's not there, he's on the road
Right.
like Monday through Friday. So,
Hmm.
But yeah, it's they have like 3 Yorkies, so that counts as like one
Oh
dog.
yeah,
really.
that's like 1.
But there's also like a pit bull and a lab mix.
Oh wow.
But those are the ones my sister left there. And then they had another dog that looks like it's just wearing like dog pajamas.
Oh, that
It's like
dog.
a spaniel.
That dog. Yeah.
Ruby showed you pictures of that thing, didn't she?
I think you both have.
That dog's adorable. It looked like it had like a cone on its head. But yeah, so that ratio is way off.
Right.
Did I show you the shirt my mom got me?
No.
Check this out.
That's hilarious.
My mom got me a Conquer Your Inner Bitch shirt. She saw me post something about it, and then she has a friend that makes T-shirts, so now I have a Conquer Your Inner Bitch shirt.
I feel like that actually looks like how an official one would look.
Yeah, like I'm like this is fantastic for someone like homemaking it. Like
Yeah.
I'm like very happy. So I got a cool mom. That's what I'm trying to
The
say.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You got a Joe Rogan shirt.
Well, if you get on Amazon, there's plenty of knockoff Joe Rogan shirts.
Sure. Sure.
See, like, I'm weird about that one. Like, on one hand, like I think it's really cool that people want to make a shirt of like their favorite stuff, or just just like if it's like a band shirt, and you have a cool design, and you want to put it on a shirt. Like, I think that's pretty neat. But like on the other
It is
hand, I'm
neat,
like,
but then like
oh,
let that band find out, and they're gonna be like, "Hey,
hey,
what the fuck?" Now, obviously, Joe Rogan's not gonna do anything about that because I don't know. Really, maybe he should have went and trademarked it.
He should have.
You know,
Yeah. Oh,
but he's also not an asshole, and I don't see him ever doing something like that.
that's true.
You
like,
know?
he might ask someone to stop, but like, oh,
Well, I mean, if people started making money off of this, I would agree with him that people would want him to, or he would want them to stop.
I don't think it's a big enough part of his income for him to really give a shit.
No, but I mean, if they started really like if they started making money,
Yeah.
like
Off like
I
the
would be-
podcast logo.
I would be pissed about it too.
Me too.
But yeah, you think he's got time to worry about shit like that? No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
No, we were talking about Amazon's shitty wages earlier.
That's what yeah.
That's when we were so rudely interrupted. No, I'm
My cuteness.
by adorable dogs and everything that they entailed. What the hell did I want to talk? Oh, we was talking about Stormy Daniels earlier. Can you enlighten me on what you've been reading? Because I haven't been keeping up with this bullshit.
I mean, other than I don't know what she banged him. He banged her. What was it, around the election or something?
Was it? I didn't know.
I don't even know when it really was.
Stormy Daniels thing.
I mean, because some of it, I mean, yeah, it is funny, but also like, well, we saw that headline a little bit ago about the White House is pissed because all the press keeps asking about Stormy Daniels.
Oh yeah.
At one point, part of me is like, I understand why the White House is pissed. It's like, would you shut the fuck up about this shit? It's like, why is it relevant? It's already established he's a fucking asshole. And so what? So he bangs porn stars. He's got the money to do it. I don't know.
I think it's they don't want to talk about it a lot because it ruins his image of.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
that I understand
Like
too, but it's like, why are you worried about? Why are you gunning and firing these questions at the White House, demanding answers? Like, it's already been established he's a piece of shit.
But
He's
to someone he's not somehow.
I mean, I don't give a fuck at this point. Like, who? Odds are, if no, I shouldn't say what I was gonna say, but odds are, regardless, everybody knows. Everybody already knows
Oh, absolutely.
that he's a womanizing piece of shit. So why is it a big deal?
Like because I really believe like someone believes that he is wholesome. Like this is what a president should be. Like someone thinks that.
Well, that's why the White House wants to not talk about it because,
It
The
ruins that
president-
image.
well, the president should have that image. But like, if you think he's wholesome at this point still, just stop lying to yourself.
No, if you
Please, you're
if you think
you're
he's
causing
saying
us-
his prayers
you're
before
causing
bed,
you're causing yourself more harm.
if you-
Just stop lying to yourself. You can support him. I don't give a fuck. I don't agree with you. I'll probably think this is basically what I was going to say earlier when I stopped myself. I'll probably think less of you if you honestly you run into people that'll be like, I don't hate everything he does. I don't hate everything he does. I hate 99% of what he does, but not everything.
I just
You run into some people that will be like, well, they have at least some kind of intelligent argument behind it. But 9 out of 10 times, it's just because I think he's cool. He says whatever the fuck he wants.
he's draining the swamp, brother.
He's draining the swamp.
Right into a fucking sewage treatment facility he owns.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you like you're not obviously like not saying yes or no, but like you need to address it for people to put it down. I mean, they're still talking about Hillary emails for Christ's sakes.
Oh, dude, it'll never stop. It'll never fucking stop.
It's fucking
It's
ridiculous,
exhausting.
though.
Dude, it's exhausting.
Someday it'll stop.
I really think this is the fact. I mean, because I always get, and I really want to stop it because it causes unneeded stress to get to be like this political justice. You know what I mean? Like warrior. It's just it's exhausting, and so I think this is the quickest I've given up in any new president. Because even when Obama first got in there, I was like, I voted for him. I was quickly lost my taste for him, but he's not this guy. But also, anyways, but I kind of rode that fucking bandwagon for at least a year and a half, 2 years of Obama's first term.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm just like, I don't even want to fucking hear about it. I don't give a shit. Just don't even like.
The second time
you're not gonna bring up anything he says and convince me. So like, I'm on team. He's a dickhead, idiot, piece of shit. And I'm not gonna change my mind.
No, there's no changing my mind.
So I'm just tired of. I'm not even like, and when people even just like negative shit. Did you hear about this that he said? I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what? It's not gonna surprise me anymore.
Because it's blown out of proportion for one. If you're reading about it,
odds are yes, it is because everyone's against him. So
yes.
Everyone's gonna make it look like
there's no unbiased.
But then
you
read it in context, and it's still awful. So like it's just.
Like but it's nothing I didn't say yesterday.
Yeah, but it's like, of course he said it. Why do you even get? He's an idiot. Quit getting bent over shape.
Yeah.
Bent out of shape about it. I was watching.
He called Jon Stewart a pussy.
That was a while ago too.
I know.
Who cares? I was watching Joey's Uncle Joey's podcast. I was listening to the church, and he had Michael Rappaport on it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Rappaport made a really good point about Trump, and he is just as against Trump as any other person is. Hates him. But he was just like, where I don't hate him, and I do have to respect him, is that he's a savage, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And he just says whatever he wants, and he doesn't apologize for it. And he's like, it's almost because of him, it's almost like we can start kind of saying whatever we want again. I mean, except for the stupid, like, hateful shit.
Yes.
I mean, but, like, stuff that, like, come on, when, like, a few years ago you make a harmless joke, now today it's just like, you son of a bitch.
Like,
it's a joke.
Context might mean something again.
Right. But, like, he basically said, because of him, it might not be that big of a deal anymore. It is a big deal because there's still always going to be the fucking liberal people, the diehard liberal people that are fucking PC culture.
Yeah,
they're always going to be there. But they need to just. It is almost like. He's almost like a scapegoat to be like, well, you're mad at me. Look who the fucker who's running the joint. Look what he says. You're mad at me. So like that. That's why I had to agree with Michael Rappaport about. He's right.
Oh,
he's
absolutely.
Right. It's kind of like, well, look, he's doing it. It's not a big deal. Obviously, it's not a big deal if he's doing it. Someone put him in office. I mean, what the fuck?
I don't. Like I was saying with like the context thing, like that has to matter. And
I just don't understand. You don't understand this either because I like to think I meet in the middle. If you meet in the middle, I think I'm a little bit left leaning. If I'm right leaning, then I don't give a shit. This is just how I feel.
I feel different about everything. You know what I mean?
Because think with common sense. Just because these people said it, and you don't agree with it, doesn't mean you have to go support it because your team said it. What that's just I don't understand why people just won't sit down and fucking be a little bit more open-minded about things. Like it's
have
like
a
what
common
you're saying.
sense discussion.
When you see a news article and you're just like, oh, well, don't read it.
Yes.
Or like fucking realize, because it's pretty easy to tell when someone's editing someone's comments.
Oh, absolutely.
And you go find the whole statement or the whole video to where it's.
And if you're getting
just recently, I don't know the oh shit, what's his face? That dude, the Jordan
Peterson,
thank you. That Vice interview where it's just like he came off as some fucking crazy right-wing lunatic, and then you watch the whole fucking thing, and the little interview kid was just fucking kind of attacking him. And he was like, Peterson, I mean, say what you will, he is right leaning, but like people like try to like throw him in there with like Ben Shapiro and shit, like where he's this crazy right wing guy. And it's like, no, I kind of think he speaks what he thinks logically and he speaks logically.
Yes.
That's kind of his approach, is logic.
Yes. And
it
gets him in a lot of trouble for some reason.
Because people like just think because he's right leaning that
he's automatically
terrible and he's wrong. Right. And he comes off as a sexist, and it's like if you actually listen to what he's saying, he's not.
No. I
mean that interview with that Kathy Newman, that have you seen that? Or at least Rogan talks about it quite often. He did it with some for BBC. Some British lady. And I mean, she was just like, after everything so what you're saying is, and then she would say something outrageous. Like, you're saying that, for example, I'm just going to paraphrase. So you're saying that women just shouldn't be in the workforce at all. And then he'd have to be like, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. Then he'd have to re-explain himself. But apparently she was
trying to get him frustrated.
Yes, she was trying to get him to attack and to go have a back and forth with her. And from what I've read and I've heard is that she kind of is like that with everybody. So, but I mean, I don't agree with everything he says, but I don't think he's not as bad as everyone makes him out to be.
No.
Shapiro's not even that bad either.
I liked him on Rogan's podcast.
I liked him on Rogan's podcast too, but then I kind of see him in the social media. I'm like, man, you kind of are a douchebag.
Even like,
he's got the little.
I liked Milo on fucking Rogan's.
I've never checked that out. I've heard that was even good.
It was really good. Like,
see, Milo,
he's a little bit backwards, but like,
yeah, dude, I think that's the same with Alex Jones. I think it's a whole character thing.
It is.
It's to get people outraged and to get the dumb ones to be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's what Alex Jones is doing. He's come out and he's said it before, but he said it in the court case with his kids. He's come out and flat out said that he's like, that's my character.
Yes.
Like, he's fooling you dummies. He's sucking the corporate man's dick now.
Oh, absolutely.
He's getting all the money, and he's doing this as it's his character.
And he's gonna do it as long as you let him.
Yeah. It's just a shame. He did sell out. He sold out. Alex used to not be like this. He's always been crazy. But he was at least, he would say crazy shit that would make you think, not like crazy shit now that he says. It's just like, what are you talking about?
Like,
he's just entertaining now. And I honestly, I can't say I hate Alex. I love him. I mean, I don't agree with that. I used to agree with shit he says. I don't anymore. But you have to like watch some of the shit, the tyrants he goes on.
I've never watched any of it.
Like Davey said when Davey was on a couple weeks ago. It's so clear. It's so why it works well in these remixes, like their actual lyrics. It's like it's clearly obvious that people are writing him this shit, this almost fucking batshit crazy poetry that he goes and spits. It's so obvious insane. Now. It's insane. And it's so, to me, it's so insane. That's why it's entertaining, because I think it's hilarious.
They're feeding someone test chemicals and giving them a pencil is what's going on.
It's so fucking just out there and just unbelievable that it's funny to me. And I don't know why no one...
Chemtrails making a friggin' frogs
I don't know
gay.
why anyone thinks it's fucking for real. No. On both sides. People that agree with him and people that can't stand him. It's like, he's a fuck... Just sit back and laugh at him. He's a buffoon.
Yes.
That's why I think he's a fucking hilarious. I think he's... I love that he's around. I love Alex Jones. I don't care. And see, right now, if someone hated us that much, they would go fucking edit that and just be like, Josh Price said
he loves Trump.
He's an Alex Jones supporter.
He believes him.
It would just be that clip of, I love Alex Jones.
I love Alex Jones.
Yeah. So we're like obviously out of context and stuff.
That's what I'm going to name this episode. I love, in quotation marks, I love Alex Jones. It was either going to be that or see you next Tuesday. What is that?
Honestly, though, dude, I just think he's... Yeah, turn the freaking frog... What's the water? Put all the fluoride in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay.
Chemtrails.
Like, how could you actually fucking sit there and think what he actually believes that?
Like, that's some insane shit.
He doesn't believe that. He's just saying that, like I said,
I'm going to need to see your fucking source, sir.
It's to piss people off and then to get the truly fucking right-head idiots to be like, hell yeah,
Jeez.
they are turning frogs gay.
Turn friggin' frog gay.
Gay is bad.
Gay bad.
That's my new impression of like hardcore fucking conservatives. It's just Frankenstein. Gay bad.
Gay bad.
Jesus good. It's just Frankenstein. Phil Hartman's Frankenstein from SNL. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Gay bad. Jesus good.
So that's your new right wing.
That's my any conservative. That's my new impression of him.
That's your conservative.
Gay bad.
It's like almost
See
a
how-
little bit
See how
cavemanish.
fast people just get very upset with.
Because that's all I hear. Gay bad, guns good.
Guns good. Jesus good. Gay bad. Mexicans bad. Blacks bad. White people good.
Black scared.
So they have a giant list and they're just reading gays bad, blacks bad.
Jesus Christ. This is one of those if we ever get into a position of power, this is the episode that ruins us. Because it's just soundbite city. Gay bad.
We have audio bits. We have sound bites of you really saying horrible things about races,
Being racist.
people's lifestyles, and it's just like gay bad. It's like,
Black
see,
bad.
right there. This is where you're being clearly racist.
I just make a soundboard of it. Oh, that's my favorite thing ever. What else we got to talk
Sorry
about
for the
today?
right wing fans.
Sorry. Speaking of right wing.
I don't think we have any right wing fans.
No, we don't. But I want to bet we have Roseanne fans.
Oh, jeez.
That's happening as we speak right now. I'm so excited. I'm DVRing it.
Rosen.
Rosen. Dude, you don't understand. Like, when I was growing up, I was that kid that had, like, 3 channels. I had, like, 3, 4, and 7. So I watched a fuck ton of Urkel. I watched a lot of Full House. And I watched a lot of Roseanne.
I feel like as she gets older, or maybe it was just really brought on way more intense. Her fucking nose, like, you know how, like, her.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as she gets older, it's not as bad, but maybe she was just doing it, like, making it ridiculous like that for the
TV.
TV.
Yeah.
Because when you watch interviews with her now, she's like, well, she's not that annoying.
No, like, she did a Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
She wasn't bad.
Well, dude, that's because she hangs out at the Comedy Store now, so all those dudes love her.
Yeah. I wish she'd come back. But, dude.
Well, she's like looked at very highly by stand-ups.
Oh, she's a great writer.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's
she
cool.
does stand up. I think she's always.
Oh, yeah.
She always has, but she has always been a stand up. But she looked upon highly in
Oh,
the
yeah.
stand up community.
Everyone loves her.
Yeah. Stanhope, her, like, I remember a couple years. I don't know if he had her on his podcast, but like he hung out. I don't even know where it was because I remember it was all over social media for a few days. He was just like hanging out with Roseanne, and he was like so thrilled.
I would be thrilled. It would be awesome to hang out with Roseanne for a day. Or John Goodman. No, I think it's cool that they got so many, like, their writers and the original cast back for this. And
I heard they got Norm back. That's pretty huge.
plus,
'Cause Norm Macdonald was the original writer for the show.
you have Whitney Cummings as the showrunner now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, so it's probably like half of it's just fans of.
It's probably, like, Roseanne, like, writing something and then, like, everybody else helping punch it up. Because she was heavily involved with the original shit, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, like, man, if you got all those originals back and you got everyone in the right mood and the magic happens twice, it's hard to deny sitcoms are dead then.
I've heard.
Well, hard to say sitcoms are dead, rather.
Right. I've heard that Norm talking about when he was working on Rose. I think it was when she was on his podcast, actually. he was like, Roseanne basically talked about, or the way she would treat the writers. I guess she just tortured them. Because it's, I mean, it's a stand-up working with writers. You're gonna fucking butt heads.
Oh yeah.
So like, Norm would say, like, she'd be talking to someone like, "Hey, blue hat," or like, that's how she would, like, she would never know their names. And like, Norm was just like, and so Norm, the way he set it up, he was like, because Roseanne would never treat the writers like humans. And so, but he loves her. Like, that's another person that, like, thinks very highly of her.
Like, she must be like an actual cool person.
I would say like I said, enough listening to her on Rogan, watching her on Norm's podcast, you can tell she's cool.
I mean, if you can get an entire cast of people, like some of whom have not acted in like a decade, to come back and do your shit with you, you fucking done something right for those people. You know what I mean? 'Cause I doubt like you would get most like that one kid out of fucking child star fucking retirement back if you didn't do something nice for him once in a while.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like anyone's there that didn't want to be there, including John Goodman, who's like, he's still doing movies right now. He's doing good.
That's actually the most surprising thing. It's like, wow. Because that was like Roseanne was kind of when like he was coming up in his career. And like now,
like he's
it's surprising he was even like, I'm not doing that bullshit. I don't need that. Like, he's so above that now,
but
that he must have enjoyed it or something, or they're paying him fat stacks.
I think it's more like he enjoyed it.
He must have enjoyed it. I've heard he seems like he's a really good, cool guy.
Well, they a couple of years ago on whatever show fucking Darlene was hosting on, she had John Goodman on there, and she asked him if he'd ever consider doing like a reboot, and like just asked him point blank, and he's like, "Oh hell yeah!" So like he must have like really enjoyed it, which
What
I wouldn't
talk show
doubt.
was it?
It was whatever the one fucking Sarah Gilbert was on, the girl who played Darlene.
Oh, I don't know.
She like asked him like live on television, like, "Would you ever consider doing it?" He's like, "In a heartbeat."
Oh, it was live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like,
that's cool, because I was like, if it's like Conan or something, it's like, well, how much is that fucking true? You know, that's set up, but that's cool. No, I mean, he just seems like he's a really nice guy.
Oh yeah,
he probably is into it. But yeah, it just seems like that he has to be, because where he's at in his career, like Roseanne's sustained, but nobody else has.
No,
and no offense to them, but they've not been anywhere.
I mean, Sarah Gilbert does all those, like The View and all that shit. Sarah Chalk went on and did like Scrubs.
Yeah, she's in Scrubs. Yeah. She's not. Is she back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, they got both Beckys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got the original Becky to play Becky, and then they gave other Becky a different role, so she'd be involved too.
Oh yeah, I think you've told me that, or I've read that somewhere before.
Yeah, because I mean they split pretty much equal time playing Becky.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of both deserve it.
Yeah.
And then they get that girl from Shameless. The one that played. You watched Shameless, didn't you?
Yeah, the girl that plays Deb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got her. That's David and Darlene's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, that's a fucking really good cast. Like, you got a good kid to play, like, Darlene's daughter. Oh, you didn't really watch the show that much, though, did you?
Not really, no.
But, like, oh, see, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Somewhat.
It's just, like, it was, with the exception of, like, the last season, it was such a great show all the way through. And it was like a working class relatable show. Like, it holds up to this day.
I mean, I've understood that from watching it.
It deserves a second watch, I feel like. Like, I bought the fucking box set, that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That was one of those, when FYE was dying. Or, no, Sam Goody. when it started hemorrhaging deals. And
I don't know. I have a hard time with sitcoms. I feel like they just don't age well. Even the ones I used to like, it's just the whole format of it. It's so like
lightning struck once kind of
it's
thing
so
for you.
it's so like barbaric. It's like who does this like this anymore? The only one I could really watch and still laugh at is Seinfeld.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
Was that real life or was that up here? Was that?
I have no idea.
I'm sure the mics didn't even pick it up, so everyone just thinks we're crazy.
Yeah. I just like I heard like a news kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, and it's weird because like we're getting like phantom sounds playing through like my projector. Like it's like we're back in the studio, and like so we have the projector, which I didn't even know had a microphone playing shit randomly. Like there's a speaker that's supposed to be playing shit. It's not. This is fucking
That was
ridiculous.
so weird.
Ugh,
Oh,
it's ghosts.
that was so weird.
Ugh.
Anyways,
Anyways, what else we got on the list here today? Oh, people are upset about Chris Evans leaving Captain America after the next movie.
well, not. But, oh yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah. So everybody thinks he's like leaving like next month. Like that's
This
gonna
is
be his
it,
last
that's
one.
his last movie.
No.
I don't understand. It's common knowledge that Captain America dies and then Bucky takes
Yeah.
whatever way Marvel decides to go, because I think it's in the newer stories Falcon becomes Captain America.
Which,
But like originally it was Bucky. So like there's whichever way it goes, I always thought it was common knowledge that yes, he's gonna fucking get killed off.
eventually, all comic book heroes die.
Yeah, but I mean like especially like he's not gonna keep fucking playing Captain America for fucking 35 years.
No. God damn it.
Aren't you sick of Captain America? I mean, I don't know.
I'm not sick of Captain America yet, but like
I'm
if he
not
wants to
sick of
go,
it
I get it.
either, but like, it doesn't mean I'm. It's just it's. I should rephrase that. I'm not sick of Captain America either, but it's not to say Chris Evans isn't sick of it,
Oh, absolutely.
and he can say he's not all he wants, but like after you do it for a while,
oh yeah.
you're not gonna want to do. I mean, they are gonna fat pay him, but like it's still.
Man. Yeah. I don't think he'll be typecast though. Like I think he'll be able to like actually get roles.
He's already done different kinds of movies.
Is he?
Yeah, it's just you don't ever hear about him because it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah. Which that's the only thing that makes money anymore anyway.
Like
Or
I
gets
know
promoted and-
I've seen not seen movies, but I've seen movies around that he's in since he's been cast as Captain America. So like he's doing. I mean, obviously he's doing other work. He can't just rely. Oh, he probably could
Here's how
just rely on Captain
here's how
America money.
here's how bad it is. That I, Tanya movie
Mhm.
that I told you was fantastic.
Yeah.
Did not even know it existed till the day I watched it. No idea.
Well, what do you mean? You just saw it.
I had no idea it even existed.
Oh,
Like-
with advertising. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like-
all right.
Like I never seen a preview for it. Never seen an ad for it. Then I was just looking for a movie on on demand, and it popped up and it looked funny, and I saw Margot Robbie, and I thought she's awesome, dude. That movie, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I know we talked about I, Tonya, but the advertising and the promotion.
Yes, like I never even knew before that day.
It's almost like anymore if it's not projected to be like some huge blockbuster, they don't even fucking put an effort into it.
That's
They must make it. I don't know. It must be the point to where the budget's low enough to where they'll kill it in rentals and DVD sales to make. And because I had no idea what that movie was. I started seeing people talk about it because it's been out on digitally and shit. And
mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's out on video or
Yeah, that's how I saw it. I saw it on on demand.
Right. Yeah, and the only reason I even heard about it is because I saw people start talking about it. I didn't know. Like I said, I think they only started talking about it because it just was released digitally or whatever.
Like, probably just because, like, did it go to movie theaters?
Who knows? That's what I'm saying. It could have. I feel like if it's not on Netflix, it had to have. Because it's not on Netflix.
No, it's not.
So it must have had a theater run. Whether how long it was. I don't
Jesus.
see, if you're going to have a straight to video type of movie, you're going to have a deal with Netflix. You're not going to put it. You're not
absolutely.
going to put it out and then be like, here, Comcast. You know what I mean? It's not going to
Yeah.
be on demand. You're not going to go
Stick this on Fox.
strike a deal with Walmart to sell your fucking Blu-rays. It's going to be Netflix.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about that the last time, but I didn't even really think about that. It had to have had a theater run. Like I said, whether or not how long it was,
Or, like, just select.
select theaters, yeah.
That
exactly.
movie should have been bigger than it was.
From what I've heard, and I've heard it's really good. You've told me that.
Dude, the acting
The
in
last podcast or
Yeah.
the week before.
The
before
acting in that
was-
movie is phenomenal. Like, what else am I missing, you motherfuckers? Like, I get it, dude. Dude, I'm gonna watch every fucking Spider-Man movie you guys ever put out. I could take in some other shit too. You know, like,
Yeah, because dude, as far as the blockbusters go, if it's not a superhero, if it's not a comic book related movie,
nah, you ain't
I'm
gonna
not
hear
checking
about
it out because I don't trust movies anymore. They all suck.
Oh yeah.
The big budgeted ones, like I said, if it's not a comic book related or some kind of franchise name that you know can't be possibly god awful,
Mhm.
like some random ass new action movie of the summer that just it's someone's brand new idea. No, you're not getting me because I know it's going to blow dick. And I think most people know that now too, or
Oh,
at least
yeah.
I do. I'm not going to go see it.
Like,
I'm not going to go see it.
I'm scared as fuck of that with the new Jurassic World. I'm like, oh man, you guys might have butchered this.
Yeah, it seems kind of the same thing.
It looks totally different, but not in a good way. To me, at least.
Maybe I was kind of thinking maybe the whole idea of it was like, if every movie is just a dinosaur gets out, maybe
No, this is them like I think the island's like imploding or like the volcano is getting ready to destroy the fucking island and they're trying to get the shit off there.
Oh, is that what it is?
I
don't
guess.
know. I think I've watched the teaser once. I'm not really sure, but
We'll brush up on it later. Ish.
I know I've seen it, but it's just I don't know. Maybe you're
I mean, if that's the case, that's something new. But like, still, like, why? Why are you doing that? Like, are you not gonna address that shit the guy took in the last movie, or like?
I think what I'm trying to say is how much different can you make it?
Yeah.
It's going to be inevitably you're running from dinosaurs.
Are you gonna do it like they did like fucking Fast and the Furious, and instead of it being a heist movie, it's gonna be an action genre movie now? Is that
Like-
what you're gonna do with this? Instead of it being like a sci-fi like thriller, like it's just gonna be like, you know, just what's that guy's name?
It's a huge,
Oh,
big plot twist. You find out
Chris Pratt.
Oh, Pratt.
Yeah, he just starts shooting shit. Is that the next play?
Not just shooting, but like he has RPGs and shit.
Yeah, he's RPGing
like,
like Tyrannosaurus Rexes now.
No, but the plot twist is actually you find out the T-Rex has been a fucking sleeping agent for the feds the whole time. I mean, how much different can you make it to number one be believable? But I think at the end of the day, it's always going to be the same thing, where it's just like, shit's fucking happening, and the dinosaurs are loose, and they're going to eat us. I think that's why the original Jurassic Park trilogy. You ever seen the second or the third ones?
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
The first one, great.
Third one's better than the second one.
They're both pretty bad, but I barely remember the third one.
Yeah, I think it had.
I know
is that
I've
the one
seen-
with Vince Vaughn in it?
Oh God, that's how little I remember. It probably is because like they ran out like it was like no one from the original cast was even in it.
No, the second one had.
The second one had like Goldblum was in the second one,
Yeah.
but I don't even think anyone was in the third one.
No, Sam. What's his face? The guy who played Dr. Grant was in the third one.
Oh, so he made it in all three.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed to be?
No,
in
he
the-
wasn't in the second one.
Oh, he wasn't in the second one.
Uh-uh.
See, this is how little I follow the fucking second and the third one because they were pieces of garbage.
Yeah. But
And
the original was
Spielberg,
amazing.
Spielberg
though.
wasn't involved too. That's another thing you have to note.
I think Spielberg. I think he did the second one.
I don't know about that. I'm not for
Maybe
100%
not.
sure, but
But dude, the first one was fucking groundbreaking.
yeah, and Jurassic World was great too. I feel like it's going to be the same issue as the originals. It's
Probably.
going to be like, this is boring.
Did you like the Jurassic World?
I like Jurassic World. Yeah,
I thought it was really good too.
I liked it.
Like I
I
thought,
thought it was different from the first one, but it's still like you still knew you
it
were
was
watching.
familiar.
You still knew you were watching a Jurassic Park movie.
Yes, but it was a different stipulation.
Yeah, I mean it was like it
Like
was.
they lived.
It wasn't a reboot. It was kind of like a proper sequel to the
Yes.
original.
Like they're living in a
And
world where this is all just fucking lame now.
I liked that.
Yes.
It was interesting because they changed it. It's like here's the original idea, but it's not going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
That's where I think these reboots fucking fall into. Like, just make it something different.
It's either
You can use the original name, but just make it something different.
yes. You can even play on what we're
why,
familiar with.
That's why the Ghostbusters woman cast movie didn't work at all.
No.
That's fine for me personally, because of course there are some dickheads out there. They're just sexist asshole. I almost did it. I stopped myself.
Oh.
There's some sexist assholes out there who were just pissed because it was a woman cast movie. That's not Bill Murray, but you know what I mean. But that wasn't my issue. The issue was like, don't. They weren't women in the first one, so just make it something different. You can make it a Ghostbusters movie. I don't care.
But just
But
do,
it's just like,
do
just
a proper sequel.
Fucking yes.
Don't reboot
Come up
it.
with your own original idea.
They could, dude. If they could have played like the offspring,
Which I'm
like
sure-
of the fucking original Ghostbusters, or like
That's a different enough idea.
yes,
Like don't.
I
like,
would have taken that.
Oh, in an alternate universe, I'm not interested. We already know this. Like I don't like. Just do something different.
Or at least
That's why it bombed.
one of-
That's why it fucking bombed.
Oh yeah,
Because people are like, this shit's dumb.
yeah, you rebooted something that didn't need
Didn't
a reboot.
need a reboot.
It needed a sequel.
Yeah.
If anything, if you want to do a sequel.
Original ideas.
You can have the original cast in there and still do a sequel.
Yeah.
You don't even have to use them that long. Like, I understand fucking, what's his goddamn face is dead at that point. The guy that played,
Harold Ramis.
yeah.
Wasn't Murray not even that into Ghostbusters anyways? Did he
doesn't-
like not like it?
Who the fuck
There
knows?
was one
dude?
of his movies. There's probably like most of his movies.
I feel like he just like he throws off like a lot of misinformation just because
That's why he's the best.
it is.
He's the best. But yeah, it's a lot of the. But at the same time, you have issues with sequels, like these fucking like, oh, let's do this comedy sequel that from this movie that was 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Dumb and Dumber did it, and then everyone started doing it. It's like, no, stop. You're
It didn't work for
You're
them.
making they crashed and burned, and why are you doing it? Like you're taking what's good, that's a lovable memory of these cult comedies. Some of them are fucking huge comedies,
Like-
and now you're just ruining them.
They kind of did it to American Pie. Like they put out
I feel like they just didn't know when to call it quits.
well they put
more-
out what like three sequels and then
Well,
like
they had the original 3 movies, and they just kept running with it.
well no that was studio movies. Those-
Yeah,
like that had nothing to do like even like I don't even think there were like really cameos for anyone besides like Eugene Levy for some reason.
oh, the fucking one-off. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like there's 4 of those and then like
That don't even fucking matter. Like,
No.
why? Yeah, you're right. I think Eugene Levy was the only one that was like, why?
but
Like,
then
he was
they
the-
did the 4th one, like a proper 4th one. They did the American Wedding.
Oh, American Wedding was the 4th one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was the proper one with like the entire cast, and then they were like, you know what, we're fucking good. That like, we didn't need a new trilogy. It was nice to revisit those characters from a movie. Fucking see you in 20 years. We'll talk about it again.
I still think they were kicking a dead horse, but I see what you're saying. I see your point.
Yeah, but like they gave us like a check back in with the cast,
Yeah,
but like
but you know what? I'm not saying I'm I jumped on the hype of Dumb and Dumber 2. I did.
I had high hopes.
I had high hopes too, but then I don't know. Watching the movie, you're just like, man, why do they look the same? They're old, and like
Yeah.
they don't like they tried to make them look like they didn't age, like, but they clearly did. And it was just the whole thing was just like regurgitated material. You know, honestly, Anchorman 2. That's where it started. That's where it started.
Maybe.
Because you remember for years, everyone was like, Anchorman 2, they just wanted it, and finally Will Ferrell was like, all right, fine. They did it. Sucked.
I would have wanted any other Will Ferrell movie to have a sequel that was not that
It was a repeat, basically, of the first movie.
It's because nothing else interesting happened.
I know. But
And the
that's
news-
where, like, that's what a beloved movie that was. Dude, I love the first Anchorman. I love it.
It was fantastic.
It was.
The second one just blew dick.
Blue Dick. And I think
So
that's
hard.
where the hype from that, I think that's what picked up the, it's not the Coens that did, it's the other brothers that did Dumb and Dumber.
No, the Coens did.
The Coens did do it?
Yeah,
Okay, it wasn't the other one. I can't remember the other one.
I don't remember.
The
either.
other big brother duo movies that make every movie. Yeah, I don't know who decided, but like that someone light bulb. I think Anchorman 2 is what made that light bulb turn on in their heads. It was like, all right, let's do the proper dumb, because they did that stupid Dumb and Dumber
Yeah.
that fucking blue dick harder than Dumb and Dumber
The
2.
studio fucking.
Yeah.
I
but
don't know how
then-
to get away
But
with
then,
that.
so I think that like basically lit the fire under the ass for Dumb and Dumber 2 to happen. Dumb and Dumber 2 happened, and then it fucking just snowballed from there. Every time you turn around, there was a sequel to a movie. Super Troopers
That you
2.
didn't
I'm
make.
so worried about this movie. Like, guess what? I'm bought. I'm sold.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
so fucking down.
I'm gonna go see it, and I'm probably
Absolutely.
gonna get disappointed because this is
I
what
don't- dude.
this is what happens with these fupping sequels.
See, I don't.
Broken Lizard though, they're
They
hilarious.
self-financed it
I know, and they're hilarious.
and they
dudes.
made it themselves.
They're hilarious dudes.
That's
too.
why I have faith in it. I'm like they had like no studio told them what to do.
I know.
I trust them. Like I think it'll work.
They may be the first ones to actually pull it off.
Like the
Because-
first ones in a while,
Yeah.
at least.
What other shitty comedy sequels have come out that have just blown?
Oh, dude, they do it to everything. They did a sequel to that Goon movie for some reason.
Yeah, I didn't even saw. I mean, have you seen Goon?
Yeah, I love Goon.
Goon's good.
Yeah,
Why would you need a sequel?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I'm never gonna watch that.
No, like I
Um,
really want to because I love the first one, but I know it's gonna make me sad.
Joe Dirt too.
Joe Dirt too. I did
I
watch
mean,
Joe Dirt too.
I watched it too, and it was god awful.
I love that they have Mark McGrath playing the Kid Rock character.
That was funny. That was the only thing I think I enjoyed.
that was hilarious.
Chris Walken just was like way more out of place in it than he was in the first one.
I know, but it's nice that they had Brandy again. she was a bright spot in that movie.
Yeah, but wow, it was just. I remember when they announced that one, I was just like, why?
What are you doing that for?
I mean, the first one's just a novelty. That's why everyone likes it.
Yes,
It's
it was
terrible.
like a one-liney fucking comedy.
Terrible because David Spade's terrible, but that's probably the finest work he's ever done and will ever do.
Tommy boy.
That's not his. That's not his movie.
No,
He was writing. He can continue writing someone's coattails and do well, but him individually, Joe Dirt. That's the highest he got. He did that Benchwarmers movie. That movie sucked.
I mean, he did a lot of little movies like that.
When
like
he was
studio
writing
comedies.
fucking someone else's coattails, he rode Chris Farley's coattails forever. Now he's on Sandler's. That's what.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But Sandler needs some coattails too.
Sandler
this
does need
point.
some coattails, but I mean, he's gone on Netflix, so he's probably getting fat paid, so he doesn't care. Like, oh, you hate this movie? Well, I don't fucking care.
Well, suck my balls, because here's another one.
Because I realized I can get Sandler money still with Netflix. Because I felt like that Pixel movies, the studios were just like, all right, dude, we're done. We're done. I like.
Listen, we can't have you doing this shit.
I feel like that probably wasn't even his movie. I wonder if he just auditioned or was called for the role.
Probably. Studio just said, hey, we need a dad.
But whatever.
I'm there.
Man, I wish I could think about it. They just, 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
which was okay. But like, man, this is again, it's forced.
But they also made the running joke throughout the entire thing that it's a
That
sequel.
it was stupid that we
Yes.
were even doing it.
Yes.
Which was kind of the charm from the first one because they kept saying like, "What a stupid thing to do is reboot this movie." That kind of running
Yeah.
joke was in the first movie too. Like,
Yeah, but like they're like, no, it's not the same. It's different.
yeah,
They did well.
I enjoyed the first one. I think, I mean, it's funny. It's just ridiculous.
You know what sequel flew under the radar, but was actually really, really good? Was fucking Vacation.
Oh, you always bring this up.
Yeah.
You mean the most recent one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you always bring this up. I guess I'll have to watch it. I don't believe you.
Dude,
I don't see how it's going to be good at all.
it was actually really, really funny. It was because it would right off the bat it addressed like
Is it actually a sequel? Or is it just
Uh-huh.
a recast?
it's a proper sequel.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Chevy Chase is in it?
Yeah.
Chevy Chase.
Like it's a cameo kind of thing. But Ed Helms is Rusty Griswold. And he's taking his like he's inspired by Clark to like do a road trip. And it's just kind of like it follows like the same formula as like the original.
Oh god, it sounds so hacky.
It's a little
It sounds just
it's-
like, hey, let's make Vacation for the kids today.
it's very hacky, but it's
Ugh.
like I really enjoyed it. I don't know, man. I thought it was funny. If you go into it knowing that it's just like a goofy comedy,
I won't be able to. Like I've already gotten into my head that it's terrible, and so I've just ruined it for myself. No matter what, I'm gonna go in there.
it's a comedy made in the same vein as the original.
I'm gonna go in there wanting to hate it. Do you understand that? And nothing's gonna convince me otherwise.
Really?
Yeah. Of course, I went into Justice League wanting to hate it,
True.
and I watched it again just to be like, I'm pretty sure I hate it. And then I had to watch it a second time, and I was like, all right, I guess I don't hate it.
And I watched it one time. I'm like, yeah, this is okay.
I actually watched it for the third time Friday night, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, it's not that bad.
It's not really that bad.
It's not that good, but it's not that
It's
bad.
not good. It's watchable.
It's watchable.
I don't hate it.
I do find myself enjoying it.
I enjoy parts
I
of
watched Wonder Woman, and I watched Justice League directly after, since it was like kind of like they coincide like
Mm.
that. And so this might say something about it. Like a third of the way through Wonder Woman, I was like, God, I can't wait for this movie to be over so I can watch Justice League. Because I had planned it out that I was going to watch it afterwards anyway.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I just want to watch Justice League like right now. Maybe not a third, probably like a half to 3/4 away through Wonder Woman. I was like, can't wait till it's done. And I like Wonder Woman. It's a good movie, but so maybe that says something about it.
I kind of like that no one's talking about Aquaman.
Yeah, what? No one really is.
It's in production, right?
Oh yeah, it's the next one that's supposed to come out.
I like that they're not talking about it.
Maybe there's going to be like, here it is.
I fucking like.
Because I think
they're gonna
Like I
approach
said-
it different.
like I'm saying, I think most people are kind of doing what I do. They're just going, it's DC. I'm going to hate it. And they're going to go in being like
Yeah.
this, not instead of excited,
Arms crossed.
arms crossed, and they're going to be like, convince me.
Here's
And then even if they find themselves enjoying it, like a chuckle, they're like,
Mhm.
they don't want anyone to see.
They don't want to like.
They don't want to like it.
See,
I think that's what happens to most DC movies now. Ever since Batman vs Superman, everyone's just like, "Fuck this."
yes. Like Wonder Woman was like, oh, you're getting there.
Now that
You're getting there.
you and I have talked about this before. I did enjoy Wonder Woman. I don't understand the hubbub over it.
No,
I don't understand why people are like, this is the best DC movie. I'm like, the best?
maybe
It's
but like,
good.
It's not.
It's good, and it's like nice to actually see a female lead role in like a comic book type movie.
Mhm.
That's enjoyable. Gal Gadot stole every scene she was in.
Absolutely.
Doesn't mean the movie, dude. A lot of times that movie fucking drags ass. It's so
It does.
slow. It's until about halfway through the movie, you're like, finally, an action scene.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Other than that brief moment at the beginning
Other than, like,
when
it's
the
just
Germans
shitty.
attack Themyscira. Like, other than that, it's just long and drawn out.
It's just shitty editing with DC, and then action scene and everything comes to a close, and it's awesome. You just got to get that first.
They always kill it with action scenes, though.
You got to get that first 2/3 down, man.
Yeah, you got to figure out the downtime because it's just so like.
Because your movies are amazing and everything
the
I
action
want in
scenes-
the world.
Dude, the fucking fight scene between Batman and Superman, you cannot deny. You can't even say that's bad.
No, it was
Like even
beautiful.
if you're a downright fucking hater of that movie, you can't even say you don't enjoy that part because that's like as soon as that part comes on in the movie, I'm like fucking finally.
Yes.
That's all.
Dude, there's that shift about 2/3 through that movie where like you see like what was it? Oh, it was when Batman turns the bat signal on after Superman told him not to.
Yeah.
And like when that happens, you're like, oh shit, that's where the shift is, and that movie becomes amazing. But up until that
It
point,
takes forever to
oh.
get there. The only nice things about it is like the subtle times Batman's like, and it's just subtle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, throughout the movie when it's dragging ass, and then like, oh look, he's doing like, well, you know, when he's robbing Luthor and or trying to. Like that scene's awesome, and the 5 seconds that he's Batman in the beginning of it.
Other than
with
that,
with
it's
the guy that thinks he's the devil.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just so drawn out. Yeah, but then right after their fight, which was a little bit too short for me. Like this
Yeah.
was the movie, and then that fight scene was like 10 minutes, 12 minutes long. But like the
It
movie's
wasn't even
called
12.
Batman versus Superman, and you're telling me out of fucking 3.5 hours. Because I'm touting the fucking director's cut. So because it's the proper,
was it really even
it's the
12
proper
minutes?
version.
It wasn't 12
I don't know
minutes.
if it's
It was
12
like,
minutes, but
might have been a
it's so
minute.
short. You're telling me this is what this movie's about: Batman versus Superman, and that fight scene is all that you're giving me out of 3.5 hours. That's it.
Fucking, I
That's
seen
the only-
Lois Lane in a bathtub
That's
longer
the
than
only
this.
part that I'm just like, I'm. That's one of the reasons why the movie sucks. But the fight scene itself is amazing.
Oh,
And then directly after that, they go fight Doomsday. So like, it's just like you said, until that part, then it's just amazing. There on out.
perfect.
Yeah. Just getting there. And I really don't understand. It must just be people that aren't Batman fans. They're just fucking fans of the Dark Knight trilogy
Probably.
that actually have seen Justice League, because a lot of people defended Ben even after Batman vs. Superman came out and people hated it. A lot of people were still like, Ben was good, right? You know, because I was saying that.
Oh yeah.
But now that Justice League's come out, everyone's like, Ben Affleck's the worst Batman. I'm like, how can you even say that?
You fucking liar.
I mean, the campiness that he was in Justice League, that's not his fault.
No, that's
What
not
was
him
written,
writing.
that was written for him.
Yeah. I want them to do such a good job on his movie. I don't.
That hopefully he's still starring in.
No, please, for the love of God, don't fuck this up for me.
Don't recast Batman.
Oh, but what I was saying about Aquaman, the way they're going with this, like they hired the guy that directed The Conjuring,
Yeah, I know it was that guy.
and giving it more of like a little like a horror kind of vibe.
yeah.
That's fucking perfect.
And that's cool. I mean, if you're going to spend a large portion of it underwater, it's not all. It's dark underwater.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of
that's-
shit you don't know what's down there.
Yeah, and that's cool.
That's a good directing choice. Someone who fucking knows how to like pull off some creepy shit.
I liked a little bit. I was kind of disappointed in Justice League that there wasn't a little bit more exploration of Atlantis.
Yeah,
There was just that one fight scene with Steppenwolf, and then that was it.
that's pretty fucking weird. Like I like how they're doing that though.
Yeah, just being like, here it is, rather than teasing it, and you know what I mean?
I don't
And
need
then-
an Aquaman origin story at all.
Oh no, he's already Aquaman. That's cool.
Yeah,
This
You
is
don't
going to
have
be
to
more
tell
of.
me
This
how.
is going to be more of it. They summed it up in
you tell me next.
yeah how they're going to show. I think that's what the movie's about, is how he becomes the king of Atlantis, because he's just regular fucking. I always forget his real name.
Arthur.
Arthur Curry. Yeah. Arthur Curry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's his name. It didn't sound right when I said it, but I was like, I know that's his name.
Jason Momoa is a good choice in that too.
Dude, he's so good. Like, if he's gonna look like some guy that lives underwater, he would look like Jason Momoa.
Right?
And anyways, the way he's been modernized is that he looks like that.
Yes.
So that's fine with me.
Like the tattoos are a good idea for like Finn, like scale kind of shit.
Plus, I like Jason Momoa because he's funny and like he
Yes.
just brought his own kind of like style to Aquaman and
He's
Justice
cool
League.
as fuck.
Right.
Like, good choice, man. Good choice.
I mean that part when he saves them from Steppenwolf, and they go talk to Gordon. And
yeah,
that's when they finally Arthur and Bruce talk for the first time since Antarctica or wherever the fuck he was,
yeah.
where Bruce went and saw him. And he's just like dressed like a bat, huh? I dig it. He's just
no shit.
But like in other parts when he's accidentally sat on Wonder Woman's rope.
Oh yeah, he's like spelling.
He's like, no, you don't have any powers. No offense. He's just like, he's just telling all of them. He's like, I think this guy worked for the enemy.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I think we're all gonna die.
Oh, the lasso of truth.
The lasso of truth. Yeah.
Oh my god. See, like little bits like that are funny, and that's okay.
Yeah. So you've said this before, and I agree with you. Casting in those movies, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
casting.
not the issue.
It's not.
A lot of it is like
Ezra Miller is a perfect Barry Allen. He's not blonde like him. Just get
That's
over
okay.
it. Get over it. Because he's got the character down. That's how he's nerdy, but he's a wise ass. That's who Barry Allen is.
Mm-hmm.
So the casting's great. But anyways, like you saying, yeah, if they're just gonna come out with Aquaman and just not tease it, I think
Because it comes out around October, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. It's this year. And so if you're not even gonna fucking show us anything, just fucking be like, drop it on us like a medicine ball. See if that works.
Yeah.
Don't give people time to fucking criticize it and judge it.
You wait till September 1st and then fucking promote the balls
right, because
off of
like we were saying earlier, I think now a lot of people are just going in there wanting to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Wanting to
absolutely.
hate it. So then,
Absolutely.
they're being stubborn and they're like, you're not going to convince me.
And then
It's what's hilarious is it's already established this fucking thing's a train wreck. Guess how many people are going to go see Aquaman? Fucking millions. You'll go see it. I'll go see it.
oh,
You know what I mean? It'll
go
still
see
sell
that
the
shit.
balls out of the fucking theaters, whether it's good or not. So
Oh,
if you want
yeah.
to take this approach to where people actually get good reception from it, I'm into it. I'm into this. This is an interesting. That's interesting. That's a good point you've made. I've never really thought about.
Oh yeah.
Because I know it's there, but I'm not really conscious of it. And like you're right, it's like about to come out soon.
Yeah.
And like no one knows what the fuck's going on.
Nope. I think they're gonna sit on it till later, like in the summer.
Fine.
Good. I don't want to see hide nor hair of it. You fucking drop it on me like
Try
a
to-
fucking weight.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of fucking getting a goddamn great trailer, did you see the Deadpool trailer?
Yeah,
Deadpool
people are.
2?
I shouldn't read people because then I started thinking about the negative comments. People are like, "Oh no, you're making it family friendly," and I kind of seen it in there, but I'm still gonna just go see it and be like, "No, I love it because Deadpool."
Yeah.
I mean, that opening when he's that I was already dying when it's just what fucking song's playing. It's been like a week since I saw this.
Yeah,
movie.
me too. Like I have like little like
It's some
pictures in my mind.
It's
but-
some sappy love song that the cab driver from the first one. is
yeah,
like-
he's like
listening
start the
to.
car. He's
I'm
running
all
down
out of
the
love.
alley.
I think it's I'm all out of. I think it's that. But he's like, start the car. Start the fucking car. It's just chaos. I was dying, dude. And that's like in the first 5 seconds of the trailer.
Yes, like you're.
Hey, start the car. Start the fucking car.
That's a great start.
People are
to-
shooting at him and they're just chasing him with like axes and stuff.
That's a great way to start a Deadpool trailer.
Mhm.
Good for you. I don't fear that movie at all. Like,
I hope it's good. I mean, they're setting up X-Force. I think it's gonna be awesome. I don't see how it's gonna be bad.
no, if they're gonna go that direction,
Because the first one was so good.
if they're gonna use this to spawn off like the next generation of X-Men or whatever they're doing, because eventually it'll fly under the Marvel banner.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you're gonna need that. Like, but I'm also gonna need a Wolverine pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like within like the next like 3 to 5 years, I'm gonna need me a new Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't need it right now.
No.
First of all, Hugh Jackman was great. I'm not gonna deny it, but like it's so the wounds are still fresh about how shitty they fucked up X-Men. Like, just
Yeah.
I'm good,
Yeah.
and that's why people aren't really like don't really. It was you and I that we've talked about. This is why people aren't like buzzing down doors of like get an X-Men movie because like people are just like I am so fucking sick of X-Men.
Yeah. You
And
need
even
to
the
let it breathe a
Fantastic
minute.
Four. That's why people are like, there's a small amount of people, I guess, that are just like, where's Fantastic Four at in Avengers? And another large amount of people being like, fuck the Fantastic Four. Even students, because like people, like they've tried that twice.
We'll
then
worry
fucking-
about it after
Right.
Avengers 4.
Spider-Man got the fucking, people didn't get because it's Spider-Man. No
Mhm.
one's going to get sick. Although had Marvel fucked it up, people would have been like, all right, enough of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Me included.
They fucking redeemed Spider-Man.
They did.
I'm
But, like,
worried about it.
I don't give a fuck about any Fantastic Four. I really like. I don't give a shit. They've died in the comics. Like Marvel's killed them because that's how petty they were with fucking Sony or whoever the fuck owned them.
Sony.
Did you know that?
No. Oh, really?
They killed him. Marvel killed him in the comics because that's how fucking bitter Marvel is about that whole deal.
Wow.
About that how they own the rights and then they fucking
I'm pretty sure that's Fox.
whoever. I think it was Fox, but that they fucking massacred them twice in the fucking in the original. What was it? Did they do 3 movies? They didn't even do 3.
Mm-mm.
They went
No, they did
2.
They did 2 movies
were
and then
so
they did a
bad.
reboot
Right, they did the reboot because they were trying to do a trilogy. It
and they
was
got
so
canceled.
bad.
Canceled.
And then the reboot, I rented it just to see how terrible it was. And oh, buddy, did
My
you actually
God.
see it?
Yeah. Well, I played with my phone through because nothing happened.
I think same with me. But man, it was bad. So fucking
Dude,
bad.
here's what happened. Like, I was watching it, like I was starting it, and like they were just getting their powers, and Ruby left and came back like an hour later, and they were just figuring their powers out, and she's like, "Are you watching it again?" I'm like, nope.
It was a confusing movie for sure.
It was bad.
It was very bad. But yeah, fuck the I'm
Nah,
good.
I don't need it yet.
You can introduce that sometime in phase 4 or something. I don't care. Maybe. As of right now, you got that's all I wanted. I don't give a shit. The X-Men aren't gonna fucking show up. I don't fucking care.
No,
I don't care.
no. If you just want to pluck, like, if an Avengers 4,
Now, yeah,
If
that's
you
true.
wanna
'Cause
throw
who,
me-
who
if
the hell
you-
knows what could happen there? Because like they got so many people for this movie.
if you
Who
want to
the
throw
fuck
me a
knows?
fucking Cyclops bone or a Gambit bone somewhere in that fucking movie, we'll talk. All right, I'm like, I don't need to go full fledged X-Men right now. If you want to
No,
throw
I
me an
don't.
X-Men character here and there, for
And
an,
they definitely wouldn't, anyways. They
No.
definitely would not for one movie. Would they go try to reintroduce all these fucking X-Men characters?
now, do you do like maybe in a Phase 4? Do you do a Hulk and Wolverine movie
Dude, yeah, hell yeah. That'd be fucking awesome.
after Avengers 4? I can do
Because
a
that's
fucking
not even that's just you can continue to do Wolverine movies.
Yeah.
That's just not the X-Men. You know what I mean?
no. You do it after Phase 4, and you introduce
But
you
actually
a
do-
new fucking Wolverine.
A new Wolverine, and don't do what Fox did, where it's like, oh, we're gonna come up with our own fucking ideas, but like, fuck that shit.
No,
I mean, I've never seen that second one.
that one.
That you told me it was pretty good, and
yeah,
I've
it's
heard
pretty
it.
good.
Heard it is good. That original one, the first Wolverine movie, fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, fuck that thing. That's the
And
only
Logan's
podcast
decent.
of ours that doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore.
And Logan's decent, but could have been done a lot better. I mean, that was source material they bothered, but decent.
They
But yeah, as far as
They
like,
did-
side
Logan
stories,
didn't do him dirty.
no. But as far as side stories go, like Wolverine and Hulk versus Wolverine, hell yeah, I'd be all for that.
That
I'd be way more for that even than my fucking whole X-Men reboot for sure,
absolutely.
for sure.
Like you do like a.
It's more
fucking-
interesting to me than the fucking. Well, I like the X-Men. I liked them a lot more when I was a kid, because now I've expanded my knowledge and I've found other Marvel characters that I like way better than
Yeah,
the X-Men. But Wolverine's always been like That's the one everyone likes. It's the one everyone knows.
Oh, he's super cool. That
Yeah.
like Gambit.
Right.
If you want to do something new, give me a Gambit.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. That's not hard. I'll take that. Cyclops. I'll take Cyclops.
Cyclops is all right.
Because you Marvelize Cyclops, like MCU him. That's doable.
Yeah, I mean, even if you want to jump straight into the Jean Grey becoming the fucking
Well, she still has her movie next year.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot that thing even existed.
Yeah. They still had like
And that's funny because
they have New Mutants after that.
Oh yeah,
Unless I get scrapped.
probably.
Hopefully.
I forgot all about the Venom movie until about a couple weeks before that teaser was going to drop. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot this was going to be a thing.
I've been trying to forget about that Venom movie ever since I saw that teaser trailer.
Apparently, there's straight up. There are rumors that everyone's been talking about. There seriously are rumors that might be true that suit doesn't come into play at all. The Venom suit. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You think anyone's gonna see this?
If you do that to me,
The reimagining of
I will never
Venom.
watch another fucking Sony movie as long as I live.
You can't do reimaginings of Marvel movies, Marvel characters. No one's
No.
gonna fucking want to see
You
that.
cannot fucking do that.
No.
Absolutely, you cannot have this fucking goddamn movie without a symbiote. You cannot fucking do that. If you do that, oh my god. Anything with a Sony label in this fucking house, I will destroy it. Because fuck you forever if you do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Way to fucking stomp on the gas pedal there. I will get rid of Sony products. Jesus Christ!
Dude, I would be that fucking
my God.
upset at Sony.
Oh, don't be a little girl about it.
I'll
Jeez.
smash records. I will throw a goddamn fit.
Oh. All right, we're going long.
Okay.
On that note, the most petty thing I've heard today.
I'm sorry, I'm sleepy.
You stomped on that gas pedal.
Alright. What do we got going on? We might do another one this weekend. I'll probably swing that. Sweet. It's a good episode. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.